Free for Stee, episode 11. So, as we mentioned in the last one, there was the rumour of the 2 times on the shards this weekend, so which is right. And as I popped up on the screen after I had recorded it while I was editing, it was confirmed that it's just going to be all 3 of these types of shards just all weekend. So, we're going to be pulling all of these very shortly. But they have also announced that Sunday to Tuesday, there is a 2 times on the primal shards. So if you just have any of them, that's the best time to hold off using them for. Here we go. Your chance of summoning mythical champions is doubled. Your chance of summoning epic and legendary champions are the same as normal. Oh, so that's a bit different. So this time they're making it so that it's literally only the mythical. These are the same. It's a bit meh. You know, if you got any of them, hold off until then if you want to pull them. So before we pull our shards, tomorrow we will be getting Skeletor, and he is worth 500 points in your champion chase tournament. So if you look here, legendary it's 500. He's not a void, he's spirit, so it's only 500. So play around that if you're going for this fusion. You only really need to then get 2,500 because you will get Skeletor if you've been on every day since the Skeletor chase launched. So get yourself in amongst that. We've got quite a few shards to pull today, so hopefully we'll be able to get, you know, if we get lucky and get some legendaries, we might even get this nice legendary book, but I doubt it with the way that the luck's been on this account so far. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start off with a 10 pop of Ancients. Let's go. Ooh, Sinesh is nice. This is a nice bunch of epics for the points in this group. So Durr is a reviver for Demon Spawn, so we can use him early on in the faction wars. He's just a good support champion, so that'll go nicely because we haven't been doing too much in Demon Spawn faction wars, so that'll help. Sinesh is nice. If we ever got Skull Crown, she pairs nicely with Skull Crown because you can then build a blender comp. So there you go. So attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on enemies with less than 50% HP after the first hit. Skull Crown, I believe, is the opposite, where she does 50%. An extra hit on people over 50% HP, I think it was. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, places an extra hit if the tag has more than 50% HP. Do a cheeky void. Harrier, Ash's favourite champion. Selenia, now she could be quite nice in the Hydra. Let's get ourselves a Sacred in here. Would be Lich, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's jump back and do our another 10 pop of Ancients. Is this where we're going to pay the tax? Yes. Yeah. Did I just see a Master Butcher again? I'm pretty sure I did. That's dreadful. Oh, an epic. Shielding himself, heals this champion. All enemies 2 times, 100% chance, block active skills, not bad. Second hit, place them true for if they're not under block active skills. Extra turn, so that's basically a 3-turn cooldown. A bit strange, but I'm sure we can make some use out of them. Go on then, we'll get our second Sacred out. But what I was contemplating doing is using my gems to buy 22 Ancient Shards. Now, normally I do not recommend doing this because it's not really the best use of gems. But if you are in a situation where you're a bit early in the game and you are struggling with champions, it's an option, but definitely don't prioritize it over, for example, like get your first set of masteries on a champion. That should definitely be your first thing you want to do on an era account. Maybe even the second one, but I've just been working through them all, getting them all by doing Minotaur, because I'm doing Minotaur 15 anyway, so I'm getting the maximum amount of scrolls. So it's the most efficient way, but I'm gonna do one and see what happens. Let's have a look. Ultimate Gaelic. Oh, Gretel. Oh wow. So she was the previous fusion just then. So I mean, most people weren't too keen on her. I mean, if we do ever get Hansel, he pairs up well with him. But she's meant to be really good, like in terms of damage. So now, do I push my luck? Should I just do it for the memes? We're going to do it for the memes. Once again, do not recommend doing this for most people, but we're going to go for it. Do it, Dan. Not bad. Castigator already gone. This is what I mean about this account. It seemed to get a lot of dupes of the same things. Again, Mega's got that as well. Oh, I need to free up some space. Okay, last two. Last one in a dream. Another rep. Yeah, we paid the tax. Where did we get to? Oh, nice. We did get the legendary book. We're currently top of our group, and I'm quite surprised. Like, usually there's always somebody in your group that absolutely flies through the points because they're a big spender. We're probably not going to stay there. And I mean, I don't really want to. I mean, these bits of gear would be really nice to get. But at the same time, I don't really want to steal the perfect soul, 5-star soul, off someone who's actually going for the fusion. So hopefully someone does try in for this and then overtake and actually want the soul, because I obviously don't. I think Jog is going to still be my next 6-star, just purely for progression's sake. I'll get Gretel to 50 and then just see what she's like damage-wise, see how useful it might be to sort of put her into a team maybe. Regardless, pretty much all these are going to be useful in terms of helping us progress through all the different faction wars, which is something we kind of need to put a little bit of time into. Like yesterday, Sacred Order, I was on 0s, I was at 1-star. I was only ever running like stage 1 with like 1 champion. But then, because I pulled quite a few rares through mystery shards and stuff like that, they were all just sat in the vault, so I just threw a bit of rank 8 gear onto them, level 8 gear onto them, just to help them survive, and I was able to have a full team and get through quite a few stages and just rack up some points, which then got me to this ancient shard here. Day and Night Revenant 3, 2, 1, 1. So this should help a lot. Obviously we got Sinesha and Malkith today, so we can definitely do some work in here today, put some gear on some people, have a few levels into them, and hopefully we might even get to kill the boss in that today, and maybe work our way, get maybe like another 10 or 15 stars again. So that's definitely where we're going to go next. But let's just do it. We're going to get Jog to rank 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, got a challenge for Magic Champion rank 6. I love that. And can I ascend him? Have I got the stuff? Yes, I can. So I can put a banner on Jog as well if I've got one. Do I have a banner? Accuracy, attack, let's go HP. Yeah, it's going to be this one, so I'll just chuck that up to level. Yeah, I've got level 12. Oh, a bit of speed. Nice. Chuck a few. Come on, give us a nice 1% really. Come on. nice roll. The RNG on this account is disgusting. You know, no, I'm not gonna bother. Just chuck a quick one on that. That was nice. We've got quite a few champions to start working on there, which will help us out in the future. We'll start be able to progress some faction wars, so I can start recording that as well, to chuck into videos, get more gameplay in there. Yeah, so I got asked in the last video about doing a highlight on login champions. So obviously we got a High Cartoon for day 30, which she is currently built. I mean, Jog's faster, but she's pretty much just built speed and survive. We do want to get a better accuracy on, but once she's rank 6, if we can get a banner on her for accuracy, that would be nice. She is our speed lead in battles, except for arena, because Wukong's got the faster arena speed aura. So, but everything else, she's in there. I did manage to get a 1-star soul in the soul shop yesterday. It was just sat there, so I quickly grabbed that, and I put, because I've already got cruelty on Jog, I decided to go commanding presence, which is, you know, it's only strengthened the aura by 2.5%. Now I don't know if that means her aura then becomes 21.5%, or does it mean it's 2.5% of 19%? I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look into that, but you know, it's going to strengthen it a bit. But it's the HP mainly that I was bothered about, because then it just makes it survive longer. And we did get quite lucky with the books. We did throw a few into her. We do need one more on this cooldown here, but the debuff chance on the decreased speed is nice, so it's definitely one of them. She's worth fully booking, to be fair, especially early on. She's just an all-round carry, and it's very nice to get her as a 30-day login. She's just a very good champion to have on pretty much most teams for an early account, even in like mid game quite a lot of the time, depending on what luck you get pulling shards. But yeah, next on the daily logins is Yaga. He's sort of like, if you didn't pick Kale as your starter and you also don't have poison there, he's good for your clan boss team because he just puts poisons on, but a bit of a strange one really. Again, it's situational. Dark Aethel probably really won't do much with her when we get her on day 90. Dark Elhain comes in pretty nicely for people struggling with Ice Golem, because her passive removes the freeze that goes on this champion and replaces it with buffs. Yeah, and the 15% strengthen whenever an enemy places a freeze. But yeah, so she just buffs herself whenever she would have been frozen, which in Ice Golem happens quite a bit. Whenever this champion or an ally receives a freeze debuff, fills a turn meter and activates her nuke. So she buffs herself, attacks all enemies, and then has a chance of placing decreased speed. So she's really nice in Ice Golem, and as I've just noticed, A1 destroys target's max HP by 30% damage inflicted, so it's actually even quite nice in Scarab in Doom Tower, which coincidentally is where I'm stuck at in Doom Tower. Well, that's going to be the end of that. Like I say, I'm going to work on some of these champions now to see how they go, and then once I then get to a nice point of some progress, I will do another video. Yeah, if you do have any primal shards, wait till Sunday to Tuesday to pull them, which I'll be doing on my main account. I've got, I think, 13 or 14 sat there waiting. But yeah, as I said in the last one, if you do have any feedback or comments for the videos, don't hesitate to just drop a comment. It's nice to see what people want to see, or if there's some aspect of the videos they're not a huge fan of and they prefer done a bit differently. Like in this one, I tried to get into doing the summonings just a bit quicker, so people weren't seeing that I was doing summons and then sort of having to wait loads of time through the video and then just getting fed up and then quitting off. If that's something that you want to see happen more often, like if that's the way you want the videos to be, then just let us know, because I can change the way around that I do them. Maybe make the videos a bit shorter but more to the point. But yeah, that's it for now. So thanks for watching again, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.